if any teams out there want to be real stupid and give the Sharks a freaking haul for the number 1 overall pick, Mike Grier is willing to listen, but he's not going to give it up for anything. Let's talk Sharks regular season for the final time. They did not get a win over their final 2 games. They lose 2-1 at Vancouver. They lose 3-0 versus Edmonton at home. Tyler ends up winning our win of the week pick 'em this year by 1 point over Sam. We don't need to worry about how far back I was. That's okay. So I didn't even put the final record, but they did end up securing that, the best odds at the number 1 overall pick. I do have some notes for the final, end of the year recap. So your points leaders, Macklin Celebrini in 70 games played had 63 points. William Eklund had 58. Tyler Toffoli 54. Goals, Tyler Toffoli got that 30th goal. Macklin Celebrini ended up with 25. Will Smith had 18. Assist was William Eklund led the way with 41. Celebrini had 38. Will Smith had 27. Let's see. Average time on ice. Who do you think the leader was?
Toffoli.
Well, no, Toffoli got hurt.
It's gonna Ferraro. 21 minutes 24 seconds average time on ice. Macklin Celebrini was number 2 at 19 minutes 47 seconds. So the kid put in a lot of shifts. William Eklund had 1933 as well. So you look at power play points, Macklin was on top. Even strength points, Macklin was on top. Shots on goal, just shots in general. Macklin Celebrini was number 1, 236 shots. Tyler Toffoli was number 2 with 233. Penalty minutes, Barclay Goodrow. There he is.
I was gonna ask you if penalty minutes was on there.
Yep, I do have penalty minutes. Ty Dellandrea was number 2 with 59. Mario Ferraro 53. Let's see, what else do we got? Blocks. Ferraro had 125. Lil Jagrin had 109. Let's see, hits. Grundstrom in 56 games had 172. Ty Dellandrea had 163. Barclay Goodrow and Mario Ferraro both finished with 150. Let's see, goaltending stats. Askarov ended up with a 310 goals against average with an 896 save percentage. When you look at the raw numbers, that's kind of mid, but when you factor in just how terrible that defense was, it's astonishing that it was even that good.
Well, I mean, it's 13 games.
You look at Georgi Romanov. He went 0-6. He had a 389 goals against and an 877 save percentage. And then Alexander Grigoriev had a 371 goals against and a 875 save percentage. So, the stats that I was looking at didn't include guys that were traded away from the team, like Granlund, Blackwood, Wallman, etc. So and they're all kind of pulled together through like NHL's official website and ESPN and Yahoo and Hockey Reference, all those stats. So let's see. What's up?
Just out of curiosity, so people are aware, Mackenzie Blackwood, who the Sharks had to start the season, he went to Colorado.
Yeah.
56 games played. He has a .912 save percentage. So
yeah,
say what you want about Askarov, but like almost 900 with only like 13 games under his belt. The future's still really bright with there.
Yeah, and he a lot of Blackwood's games ended up being with Colorado, who's a lot better team, who are playing hockey still at this point in the season, which of course means they're a playoff team. Yeah. So just other things, the King Clancy Memorial Trophy, which is basically your Walter Payton Man of the Year, but for hockey. The nominee for that one from the Sharks is Mario Ferraro. So he does a lot of stuff with like Hockey Fights Cancer. He goes and visits the kids in the hospital all the time and stuff like that. So he does a lot of good community work, and it makes sense that he ends up being the nominee. let's see. One of the players on the farm down at the Barracuda, Andrew Podorowski. He was the league leader in points in the AHL. He missed the last 9 games of the season. He still ended up with 73 points total, and that led the AHL. So and that's the third time in 5 years, which means he's spending he's not getting a lot of call ups to the NHL level, which means he's staying at the AHL. But he's also playing well when he's down there. So you got to figure at some point maybe they give him a chance, especially with the basically the roster purge that happened the last couple of years, especially. I would imagine somebody like him gets a chance in the not too distant future, because he can fill him up. So you want to see maybe he can fill him up at the NHL level too, but to be determined. Um, let's see what else. Let's see. Will Smith is going to end up playing center next year, is what it sounds like. He's going to be the second line center. So you have Macklin Celebrini, the 1A, and then Will Smith in the second line center. That's going to be great, I think. Celebrini is going to play for Team Canada at the World Championships. So that's going to be co-hosted by Stockholm, Sweden, and Herning, Denmark, and that starts May 9th, and that goes through May 25th. So you're going to get to see Celebrini play a little bit more this year, guys.
Nice, man.
So check out Team Canada in the championship. And just comparing last year versus this year, we had 1 more win than last year. We had 4 fewer losses, so that means there were 3 more overtime losses because 82 games. They had 5 more points on the season. Goals for, they had 181 last year, 210 this year. So you added 29 goals. So that's good. You gave up 16 fewer goals. So they were minus 150 last season. They're minus 105 this year. Still not great.
Improvement.
But it's all improvement, right? Just the eyeball test told everybody that was watching, they're still not good, but they're playing a lot better than they were in the prior season.
But they went from what, 150?
Yeah, minus 150 to minus 105 in the goal differential.
So they went 45 points.
Yeah, they added basically.
So if they went another 45 points.
Yeah, yeah. If you go another 45, that's like fringe playoff team,
Right. I mean, you're just below a 500 team or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's see. And then losses by 2 or more goals. Last year there was 45 of them. This year 33. Okay. So along with that, last year they only beat 1 team more than once. And that was St. Louis Blues, and we ended up sweeping the series. This year we swept Toronto and New Jersey, but then also had multiple wins against the Kings, the Blackhawks, Seattle, Detroit, and you also had wins against playoff-bound teams like Tampa, Washington, St. Louis. So basically in every single metric, this season was a massive improvement over the prior year, and things are looking good, man. Like we've said it all year, the time to hop on the bandwagon is now, okay? Because you can still say I was there when they sucked and now they're good, but you don't have to suffer through too much suckage right now, because they're going to start to get good. They're going to play a little bit better. Let's see. What else? Alexander Grigoriev is not coming back.
Thank God.
Let's see. Curtis Pachelka, who's a reporter for San Jose Mercury News, I believe. He asked Mike Grier if the Sharks win the lottery, would they consider trading the number 1 pick?
Maybe.
And Grier said, "I'm not going to say no. If someone wants to make a really good offer of established young players, it's not something I'm going to close the door on. Last year, I probably shut the door on everything, but you never know if there's a Ricky Williams, Herschel Walker type offer out there." That was the direct quote. So, I mean, if any teams out there want to be real stupid and give the Sharks a freaking haul for the number 1 overall pick, Mike Grier is willing to listen, but he's not going to give it up for anything. So, so that's good to know. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? I think this is the last thing.
Breaking news: the Sharks just traded for Anthony Davis.
I do have some Logan Couture made it official. He's not going to be able to continue his playing career. We did talk about it a little bit last week, but just where he ranks on Sharks all-time rankings list, games played, he's 5th with 933. All-time goals, he's 3rd with 323. Assists, he's 5th. Points, he's 4th with 701. He's tied for 2nd with shorthanded goals with 14. And then power play goals, he's 4th with 83. And he also still holds the rookie record for goals scored with 32. So Macklin Celebrini didn't quite get there. Obviously, he had 25, which is still a hell of a total.